Good afternoon, Bujocenter listeners. Welcome back to Bujocenter. Today, we are going to work on a to-do list together and talk about the significance of to-do list in your bullet journal. For the sake of making things more interesting, I have already outlined a box for where I will write my to-do list. Today, we are creating a February to-do list themed after the month of February and Valentine's Day. I'm going to start by using a click art pen. So to start, I created a rectangle with a ruler. I took my ruler and outlined the rectangle to make the to-do list more obvious. I used a fine tip marker to make all the lines clean and tidy. On the opposite side, we have a February cover page. If you'd like to see more about creating a cover page, check out some of the other videos on Bujocenter's YouTube. Now that we have that down, we are going to write the words to do so that we know this is our to-do list. Now let's decorate this to-do list together. As I said before, we are going for a February Valentine's Day theme here with this to-do list. We are going to go back to that same ruler we used to outline the rectangle and use it to help create straight lines in my design. We will also use the same black marker that we used in the rectangle. I'm making it look like the to-do list is taped down by drawing something that looks like washi tape. The rest of the design is a heart sucker and cherries. I will need to outline those as well. While we get creative and artisty, let's talk about why we should use to-do list in our bullet journal. With bullet journaling came spreads that would be helpful to me. Bullet journaling for me isn't just a creative outlet, but a place to keep my life organized. I live a very busy life and for a while was very disorganized. Bullet journaling made the process more tangible and made me feel more accomplished. When I would check off certain tasks, this ensured things would get done. I am always looking back at my journal to help me keep organized, so a to-do list was best kept inside my journal. Writing up a to-do list on random sheets of paper would just get thrown out or forgotten about. This way, the list has a place. I like adding monthly tasks that some often forget about, like paying rent or deep cleaning for the month. Let's talk a little more about what I'm doing here to create this to-do list. I'm getting a little more crafty and creative. I like making my spreads fun, otherwise I find it hard to pay attention to my spreads. If the minimalistic take works best for you, feel free to just create a rectangle and go on your way with your to-do list. Here I'm drawing that sucker I mentioned before. I used the ruler to help line up anything I needed to. I like outlining things before coloring them in. I'm just going to add a few stars and hearts to bring everything together here. There are so many great organizational ideas for bullet journaling. The to-do list being one of the ultimate ways of keeping up with important tasks. You want to design effective spreads for a bullet journal that works for you. Bullet journals are very adaptable. You can find a spread for just about any task you need to complete. As you work on your bullet journaling journey, you can keep refining things and see which ways work best for you. Whether that looks like a to-do list with each week or month, or a meal planner with a grocery list that keeps all the things you need for meals listed out right in front of you. If you want to see how you can meal plan with your bullet journal, check out Bujocenter's other video on meal planning with your bullet journal. Now that we have added the outlines to the sucker, stars, and hearts, I'm going to outline the cherries and begin coloring things in. I picked out a couple different markers you can see here on the side of my journal. Each color goes with the theme. Pink, red, brown, and so on. I had to test one of the markers, which you can see me doing here. If you have a back page in your journal where you can test colors, I find that it's best to test colors that way. When you create your own to-do list, you can come up with a color scheme as well. Dual tip markers like the ones I am using are helpful when it comes to creating a good design. I like using the mild liner highlighters to create dimension, like you will see me do when I color in the fake washi tape. You can also use washi tape and stickers to get creative and make things look pretty. Anything you have will work. Sometimes I just like to doodle it out. Once I have colored in all the hearts with pink, I will use the mild liner in brown to create some dimension in the washi tape drawing. Then I'm going to move on to the cherries and focus on getting those colored in. While you watch this video, you might want to sit and think about how you would design your to-do list. Is it a metal theme or a flowery theme? I love thinking about what I will create next. It keeps me interested in creating new spreads for my bullet journal. Now that we have gotten creative and created something cute and interesting to look at, we have to put it to use. I'm going to start by writing in the task I need to complete and add a small box to check off once I have done them. This helps me keep track of what has gotten done. This is a monthly to-do list, so I'm going to add things like paying rent, Wi-Fi, water, and electric. These things are very important and cannot be forgotten about, so it's helpful to me to add them to my monthly to-do list. While you are watching, think of the things you would add to your to-do list. I also want to mention how versatile a to-do list can be. There are so many uses of a to-do list. The flexibility is endless. Here are a few examples of how I use to-do list in my bullet journal. And there we have it. To-do list with Bujocenter. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment below.